Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Nick Strom, Andy Simo. Kev is in work right now, so he's not joining us. Yesterday, me and Kevin blew it. Sucked. I'm going to start out today's podcast a little differently today. Actually, we are going to start doing a charity. So we're doing a charity drive for the Epilepsy Foundation. My wife is running a Chicago Marathon with a charity sponsor, the Epilepsy Foundation. This is a foundation that hits close home to me as someone who grew up with epilepsy and eventually grew out of it. Also, I have a relative who has a severe case of epilepsy. So this is something that's near and dear to my heart. We are asking people to donate a little bit to not only help her run, but also help with finding a cure for epilepsy. So we will be posting that link around. So please, any little bit helps. And we look forward to hitting our goal. So it's exciting. It's good. Something different. Gambling. If we hit, put some money into it, whatever. Yeah, it's what it is.
If we hit.
That's a big if. Hey, we're due for one, so be a nice one to hit today. So, but yeah, I thought we'd do some good in the world instead of running a degenerate gambler podcast. But oh well. So
I like it. A little good in the world never hurts anybody.
A little good in the world never hurts anyone. So I'll quickly recap yesterday's picks. We had Philly's first 5 over 1.5 runs did not hit. I didn't see the score of this game. I don't think that they scored, or maybe they just got one.
It was 2-1 was the final. They scored 1 run.
They scored 1 run the whole game, so never had a shot. Cubs -1. They had a 3-1 lead in, I think, the 5th inning, and in natural Cubs fashion, absolutely imploded. Justin Steele got hurt. He was the main reason for my pick. He came out in the 3rd inning. So, and then lastly, Strom stays hot. Diamondbacks -1. Good hit for him there. So still up a fair amount of units, but we've lost 10 in a row, which sucks. So we are up 7.24 units, 5-12 on the month. Kev is 12-8. I am 7-12. My God. Strom 15-5. Whew.
Yeah, tough sledding right now. We're back to our
only me. It's only me.
We're back to our normal ways though, where we start the month hot and then we just implode. We're like the Cubs, you know.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the picks. Kick it off, Strom.
Yep, we're sticking with a Thursday night game tonight. I'm going Garrett Wilson, 60-plus receiving yards. He has gone 60 yards and 57 yards in the first 2 weeks of the year. He only went over this number in 8 games last year, but we know that the Jets had terrible quarterback play. But they're facing the Patriots tonight, and the defense just got torched by Geno Smith. Geno Smith threw for 327 yards. Both DK Metcalf and Jackson Smith and Jigba both went for 110-plus receiving yards. So both their top receivers just torched the Patriots secondary, and I think Garrett Wilson's going to do that as well. I think, a few weeks in, Aaron Rodgers is starting to get a little healthier, not as rusty. So I think Garrett Wilson should get to this number.
They're gonna use him. This is a good pick. Anything you touch is turned to gold. So
let's see. He also leads the Jets in targets. He has 17 targets through 2 weeks, so he's gonna get targeted all night. So
yeah,
would love a little first half hit. Would love it.
No, that would be ideal. That'd be an ideal state. You going to do Kevin's?
You don't. Yeah. So no shocker here. Kevin is going under primetime unders. He's going under 40.5. His reasoning is the Jets defense, it's time for them to play well against the Pats. They haven't played very well in the first 2 weeks. Pats have the 3rd lowest passing total in the league this year. They're only averaging 122.5 passing yards a game. So he thinks the Jets defense just needs to stop the run game, stop Ramondre Stevenson. And the Jets offense also ranks 3rd to last in total yards. And he says both QBs suck. I don't think Aaron Rodgers sucks. I think it's a little rust. But he said there should be a lot of punts in this game. So it's Kevin primetime unders is what he loves.
Yeah. 40.5 is a decent number for this too, I think. So
I knew he was picking this before I knew the whole week he's picking the under. So
He loves them. He does love the primetime unders. So I'm going to try a little Kevin method. I'm going to go with the dog. I'm going Pats Pats plus 7.5. Looking at the stats here, I'm liking it more and more. So the Patriots points per game, I know it's only 2 games. They have allowed the 5th best mark at 16.5 points per game, while the Jets, they're way down there at 24.5 per game. Also, yards per game, the Pats are allowing under 300 yards per game to opponents, and they played good offense in the Bengals. Held Jamar Chase very, very low. I know Geno Smith, but in overtime, threw for over 300 yards, but they held the run to under 60, I believe, for running. And then the Jets, they've given up 350 yards per game. So not been great there. Offensively, the Patriots have actually outgained the Jets offensively. Their average yards is 300 on the dot, where the Jets are 265. So, I mean, the Jets have scored more. That might just be a field position thing. The fact that they have more prolific quarterback to score in the red zone. But I think the Pats, Gerard Mayo's got those boys buzzing. Their defense is pretty solid. Jacoby Brissett, he's not pretty, but he'll keep you in games. He can win. He's won in the NFL before. So give me the Pats plus 7.5. They're not going to lose by 2 touchdowns.
who's at home tonight?
It's the Jets. Rivalry game, interdivision.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I like 7.5. 6.5, I don't know, but 7.5 I like.
But over this last run, I have found out that I influence the outcome of games. So I could see the Pats losing by 10 today. It's just,
If they lose by 10, it might be time to start flipping a coin.
yeah, that's actually true. Anything I do, I'm the opposite of you, Strom. I'm the anti-Strom. So
I like the little streak I'm on. It feels good.
yeah. It's a very confidence boosting thing when you hit a lot in a row.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. To recap our picks, Pats Jets under 40.5 for Kevin at minus 142. Pats plus 7.5 at minus 150, and the Garrett Wilson plus 60 yards or 60 plus yards at minus 140. Comes out to, oops, I did not write this down. Sorry, let me pull it up. Comes out to plus 379, 50% boost on FanDuel, brings it to plus 567. So
we need to get one in the win column because Vacation Andy is coming in hot.
It's coming. Honeymoon's tomorrow. So
let's get a little winner before Vacation Andy, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.